Today's recap. It's Friday. Haven't done much on the sport. There's a dent on the hood I need to fix. But I did give this skirt and front lip a quick primer. It's just a basic coat so I can see all the imperfections. I have done some sanding. As you can see, I made a big mess, which is okay. I just need to fill up these holes. They were just to zip tie the kit together to basically pinpoint all my gaps and stuff. So yeah, those holes I might keep because they're good reference to holes I've already made on the body. And then I can quickly, maybe today, still send those out to get molded. I maybe will fiberglass those corners I cut on both ends. I should have fiberglass carpet and stuff left. Then I can start the tedious work of flattening this out, maybe filling some imperfections, see if we can get this arches and primer. But I do need to go buy primer. I'm just gonna get in a rattle can. This arch, I don't know what happened here when they casted it. It's just warping and bulging, so I'll get this one remade. I don't think I'm even gonna try to save this piece, so I'll just ask the guy who did the fiberglass work to cast me a new one because I can't work with this. I'll rather get a full new one made, which is thicker and stronger, because you can see here how it's bulging and it's not supposed to do that. The other side's perfect, so I don't know what happened there in the casting process, but it shouldn't be too much of a major story. But yeah, that's it for now. Starting to look good despite that dent. I need to fix that. Hello, and we're back. Today I actually wanted to tackle the sunroof. It's not actually leaking, can you believe it or not? But it hasn't been opened in a long time, and I really want to lubricate up all the rubbers and stuff, and at least clean inside the gutters properly, because eventually it's going to start leaking. And also I don't want to strip the gears, because I know there's a gear driven handle in the inside. Up here, as far as I know, this lever and stuff, there's like gears or whatever it's called inside here, so I'm gonna need to work careful. And I would honestly, where am I pointing? So there's gears inside here, so I want to lube up everything. And yeah, I just want to get the sunroof fully functional, and also basically just put like a grease or something on the rubbers and stuff, just to prevent it from stripping or leaking in the future, and maybe prevent some rust inside there, because yeah, this hasn't been opened in, honestly, I can't even remember how many years. So, and I don't want to risk somebody playing with it or tampering on it and breaking it. And it will be a nice feature, because as we're in the summer now, and I want to start driving this car quite soon. I pulled the arches. This is the sections where I had to make changes to get the kit lined up. It's like quite a lot of modifying and stuff that's gonna have to happen there just to smooth it out. And then I want to finish pulling all the lines, see if I can get everything to like a matchable standard. The guy, I had to contact him regarding the rear body kit, the rear arch. This one, as you know, I don't know what happened there. Probably something on the casting problem, but this is all bulging out, and even the corners is chipped away. So he agreed he's going to make a new one, and he's going to put maybe a little bit more effort into it, I hope. I don't know, Wakey. So yeah, I'm going to go mix up some fiberglass, cut some sheets, reinforce this, build it up as much as I can, because I got a feeling and this lips, that needs to be rounded, so I'm going to build up a lot more on the inside. Same, that side's better, but same thing, I want to get this arches as round as possible. And what's the word, I'm Afrikaans, it's not really English, that doesn't matter, but they just need to be almost exact on both sides. I want them to be as close as possible. And then maybe we'll start doing a little bit panel beating on this bumper. See if I can smooth it out a bit. I actually wanted to start making time lapses, but I can't find my 3D printed. I can't find my 3D printed phone stand for some reason. So I guess I'm gonna have to make a new one. So what I've done is got a very nice design of Thingiverse and decided just to 3D print myself a new one. This is actually quite decent one. I know I could just go buy a tripod and use it, but you know, my printer is not to fix. But if I can make one which is fairly adjustable and I can make a lot of additions to it, might as well go that route. This piece is almost done, so I can take it off and put another one on. This one's still gonna be like 2 hours, I think. This one is halfway. It's also been running for 15 minutes. So far it's looking good. So yeah, and for the people that are wondering and stuff, I do a lot of 3D printing. And also, as I'm an IT technician, I also do consoles. Well, this is just a hobby, a very expensive hobby. So I do collect retro consoles, repair them, retro mod them, all that stuff, and then obviously collect a vast amount of them. I still got a bunch of PlayStation 3s here. I need to replace the HDMI ports and like basically strip and clean them. Still got a few fats I need to repair. My old cell phone collection. Come on, guys. You have to admit that older phones were way more stylish and functional than today's mobile devices. I will show you I will show you my Terminator. I've actually 3D printed a life-size Terminator, which is quite cool. But it's in 1,000 pieces now as I was building the stand and working on a few other things on it. I actually want to send it to get chromed. But yeah, I know not everybody's here for Terminators and that stuff like that. They are here for the cars. But yeah, I will probably make different videos on my 3D prints and some of my projects I've done. I've printed quite a few awesome things. And I've also printed a lot of things I didn't finish. Like, there's a big ass dinosaur head over there. Let me take you guys there. I need to sort out these rooms. I know it's messy. But now currently it's just a storage area. This is like one of my biggest prints so far. Yeah, it's a life-size Indominus Rex head. And to put in perspective, it's pretty enormous. It's big. Still need to pull off the decals. I need to mount a louver. This louver I stole from the red one. When I fetched it, it had a louver on. I need to pull this boot spoiler. As you can see, there is a lot of rust hiding below it. Or hopefully it's just going to be the paint. But I want to pull it, clean it up properly, ensure that it's actually, there's no rust there. And then yeah, put it back. I need to mount the louver still. I do want to clean up all these surface rust areas in the gutters and stuff. So even if I'm not painting the car, I would like to, you know, have it actually be rust free or prevent further rusting on the car. But yeah, this is it for today. I might hold on to doing these things. I will do these. There's not much of showing, just to, like, you know, put small pieces of fiberglass, cutting them into blocks and lines, fill it with resin, tap it, and it fills up. Everybody probably knows how to work fiberglass by now. So I'm not going to record this, but hopefully by the time I'm done with this, my tripod will be done. Maybe tomorrow we can tackle the sunroof, and then I can start making time-lapse videos for you guys. Because I know a lot of people are asking for video footages and stuff. So, yeah. Let's see how that goes. Today's recap. It's Friday. Haven't done much on the Sport. There's a dent on the hood I need to fix. But I did give this skirt and front lip a quick primer. It's just a basic coat so I can see all the imperfections. I have done some sanding. As you can see, I made a big mess, which is okay. I just need to fill up these holes. They were just to zip tie the kit together to basically pinpoint all my gaps and stuff. So yeah, those holes I might keep because they're good reference to holes I've already made on the body. And then I can quickly, maybe today, still send those out to get molded. I maybe will fiberglass those corners I cut on both ends. I should have fiberglass carpet and stuff left. Then I can start the tedious work of flattening this out, maybe filling some imperfections, see if we can get this arches and primer. But I do need to go buy primer. I'm just gonna get in a rattle can. This arch, I don't know what happened here when they casted it. It's just warping and bulging, so I'll get this one remade. I don't think I'm even going to try to save this piece, so I'll just ask the guy who did the fiberglass work to cast me a new one because I can't work with this. I'll rather get a full new one made, which is thicker and stronger, because you can see here how it's bulging and it's not supposed to do that. The other side's perfect, so I don't know what happened there in the casting process, but it shouldn't be too much of a major story. But yeah, that's it for now. Starting to look good despite that dent. I need to fix that. And just like that, I have a 3D printed tripod. It's got adjustable legs, it's got a nice phone holder. Must say, pretty impressed. Had a few machines running on it. And yeah, I know I could have just went and buy one, but where's the fun in that? I'll probably have to buy a long one to make things easier, but for now, this will do. Today, I'll be sanding off these joints I did. And I could have taped the insides and blah, 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 blah. There's a lot of things I could have done differently. But for now, yeah, I want to get these sanded, fitted back on the car. And then I want to see if I can ensure that all the lines is equal. They should be in theory, but I just want to double check them. All the lines are the same. And then we can maybe look into flattening it so I can get some primer and prime it. Get it ready for some paint. But at least the car would look way better. Finally. But yeah. Let's see how it goes. But I'm deciding sunroof first or the body kit. I think body kit first. Let's start with that. flatten out these as good as I can. Corners will need some filler. Rest of it actually sounds pretty smooth. But I don't have filler, but I do have some spot putty, but I think I'm going to need some actual fiber filler for these. So I'll go purchase these in the week, but for now, let's get to the sunroof. Okay, so that actually went way better than I expected. And yeah, we got some dirt and grime in here, but no rust. Call me impressed. So I'm gonna quickly vacuum out all the dirt and debris in here, lube up the rails, see if there's any finer cleaning I can do, and then we can take it from there. Let's sit you guys down a bit closer. There we go. Let me get the vacuum first. Okay, and there we have it. Sunroof's working, but it's still screaming like hell. Wrong way. Still got a squeaking noise, but at least it's going pretty smooth. I'm happy with that. It doesn't feel like it's going hard or hooking anyway. So I'm pretty happy with that. Sorry if it's blurring, I'm quite close to it. And pops out pretty nice. So I will need to clean this glass, like all these mud and grime marks on it. I'll do that the next day. I just wanted to get the sunroof to at least open and close, because it's probably hasn't been fully retracted in maybe 15 years plus. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty pleased. There's no rust down there. What I'm also going to do is I will probably off camera throw in water inside here, just to see if the drain holes are not clogged up. But judging that there's no rust down there, I think they are still open up. Surprisingly, they're not clogged. Because you know, there's not much leaves or debris or anything that can go down there except dust and grime and stuff. So I don't know, I'm really quite pleased with that. I just need to wipe off all this polish off this black. It's pretty annoying looking at it, but yeah, I know it's not much for this week. There's nothing much I can do until I have gotten grey primer to paint the arches, and then I might do some filling and sanding on it. I still need to do the rear ones, but I need to wait for the other side. So it might be a few days or a week before I'm going to upload again. There's a few dents and dings on this car I would like to pull out without doing any paint work. Like on the hood, there's like two, I don't know what happened there, but it's like two dents there. Beyond the roof, there's a few small dents. It's probably hail. Like I said, this car's been left outside for like, this car probably hasn't been on the road in maybe 20-25 years, give or take. But in that time, it's literally been left outside, abandoned. So in the condition it is, I am pretty surprised. But yeah, before I do, if I am gonna plan to keep the paint as original, you can see it's not nice. It is dirty as well, but there's a lot of places where it's been polished and it actually went through to the primer. But if I'm gonna do the RS, well, I'm definitely gonna do the RS turbo build, but I still need to wash these seats, properly wash them because they're dirty as hell. And then what I'm gonna do most probably, I am gonna clean out all these gutters. I will probably mask off everything, and then I will clean out these gutters with a wire wheel properly, and I will seam seal them again, and then I will paint them, because yeah, like I said, if I can preserve the most of the car, and especially the longevity of it, I will do it, because we have a lot of surface rust kicking through. The side's not that bad, but like back here. So if I can preserve that, I would. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I know, the RS didn't have the black, so I might strip out the rubbers, pull out the windows, and then flatten that area and paint it white. Or yeah, I'm not sure. I might just paint that whole section white and blend it into the car, because as we can see here, we have some rust seeping through below those windows. So I would love to pull this glass and do a little bit of rust prevention. So while that's off, I might as well paint this with black, because you get white, because you see there's a lot of rust. That's focus one. There's a lot of rust that's chipping through here. That's if I don't remove the black paint, because you can see here it's already been chipping off. But stuff like this, I definitely need to attend to. And like this, that's quite crunchy. It's not thick, but it's got some pitting here. So yeah, one of the videos, I need to glue the glass back in. We've lost that long time ago. It was lying on the ground. Luckily I did find it. The windshield does have a crack or chip in it. I can't remember. I think it's a crack. I need to put the steering column back. Sorry guys, it's quite dark in here. But if you can see there's a nasty crack. So I'll need to replace the windshield also. Then I can inspect all the gutters, clean it out. The nice thing about this car, most of this rust, surface rust texture, just cleans up with a little bit of Scotch-Brite. And the rubbers itself is in pretty good condition, surprisingly. The scraper rubber is, well, hard as a rock. I might replace those, but I don't know. I won't find original replacement one, so it's a pity. But I don't want it to be scraping the glass like you can see it's doing here. So I might pull it. I think there is ways you can rejuvenate rubber. I'll look into it, because if I can save those original trims, like always, I would. The grills and plastic primer, it will need to be painted white, the same color as the car. This size one is actually, yeah, it's also cracked up. So, and also the same for here. So these universal ones should work. I won't be happy with the quality of it, but unfortunately it's something I need to replace. And then on one episode, we'll need to pull the door panel off because this locking knob is missing. And for some reason the key does not lock this door. So, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, this window winder has got a stripped tooth. Yeah, as you can see. Ooh, let me go out back here. If you can see, it's slipping. Let's just show you. So, see there? There's nothing moving. Now I'm gonna need both hands to pull this up again. So yeah. Why did I do this? So I don't get dust to get into this car. Well, at least more dust. It's already in it because I did spend a lot of time cleaning it up. Come on, just a little bit. There we go. So yeah. There we go, we close. But so the mechanism, the gears or the teeth inside is stripped. I did pull one from one of my donor cars, which is still functional, but it is rusty as hell. So I'll need to clean it up and grease it up and make sure I've got everything before I pull that panel. I even bought panel clips. So if you're curious what I sprayed on the rubbers, it's these. I just bought it at one of the stores. Super cheap. And it works great with like lubricating up things, removing glue or like double-sided tape. You can literally spray it on and just pull it off. It's amazing. The sheen, I don't know why I sprayed it, because it's some vinyl and plastic care. It's what I've got here. I just tried to shine it up a bit in there. The more shiny it is, then it's at least a coat. I don't know why I wasted my time with that, but it is what it is. So yeah. The only progress I've got for you guys for this week at least. Engine bay, the battery tray is still got fiberglass in there. I need to make sure it's sealed. I did think I sealed it up again. I did strip the motor and rebuild all that stuff. I just basically took everything out, cleaned it, put it back in. But yeah, so far everything's working. I do need to change this upper radiator hose. It's quite tight, and I don't know if it's the original one or one that somebody made fit, but I did find other hoses, and I did cut one to fit better than this one because I know it was leaking. Then I can drain the water, and then I can actually throw in antifreeze. I did replace the alternator because in one video I showed you guys it wasn't charging properly, and I'm still on the lookout for an original air cleaner that's not been painted or cut, because somebody cut this one short. So anybody in South Africa, if they got one, it's fairly priced, I'll definitely be interested. Because even on the red XR3, it's being cut. I've got another one lying there in my massive parts pile, also being cut. Don't know why people do it, but yeah. But okay. There we go. This is going to be it for me for this week. Hope to see you guys soon. She looks so bare and basic without the kit, but that's going to change soon. Hopefully in the next video I'll have the kit at least in primer. It's depending on the guy that does the fiberglass work, how long it's going to take. Okay, cool. Hope you guys have an awesome Sunday. Cheers.